Today's podcast is brought to you by book download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/Horror Junkies Podcast. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. All right, guys, welcome back to another weighted episode of Horror Junkies.
Episode 4, everybody.
Episode 4. I'm Mike, as usual.
Pat.
I'm Angel.
Excellent. And we're doing Halloween Horror Nights. We went Wednesday night, finally together. Patrick and Angel have been going every night since it started, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I finally got to go and see what this year's like, and not bad this year.
What was your first thoughts?
My first thoughts is I like the fact that they're no longer doing the security check in front of Universal Studios when you walk in, so you don't have to wait in that atrocity that they have there.
Nope.
Yeah, that's really convenient.
It
Yeah,
is.
that you just get it done before you're
And
even on the park.
It's not even a long wait at City Walk when they do it either.
No, it's fast.
Yeah.
Like when I always
Because it's the whole circles, like with
exactly
like metal
They, like,
detectors.
they
it's like
turn-
the TSA.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say that.
Yeah, exactly. But
it's like a motherfucking airport.
yeah. You walk in and you prepare to get naked.
Like-
Maybe lift your pants.
Your scrotum.
Yes,
They'll fondle you. No.
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. But no, overall thoughts, I really enjoyed this year. I didn't get to do every house because we were having too much fun shooting aliens and Men in Black.
Oh yeah.
But I do look forward to going back Thursday and hitting up the rest of the houses. But I really enjoyed this year. Better than last year,
All
definitely.
right. So what? Wait. So what houses did we do?
We did...
Because I was drunk.
We did... everyone but me was drunk. We did Halloween. We did Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Tomb of the Ancients, and Krampus.
Okay.
I think that's all. We
All
only
right.
did 4 or 5.
So you.
I've been.
we didn't get to do American Horror Story
We did.
or
Or The Exorcist.
Or
The Walking Dead. Or The
Ghost
Ghost
Town.
Town. Or Chance's house.
Well, me and
Yeah.
Patrick have done those houses, but you'll get a chance to do it.
Yeah, I'll
this
get
week.
to-
I'll go with you. I want to go in the
Yeah, I
Exorcist.
actually would like
Mhm.
all of us to go together again.
yeah,
So
You know,
that-
more
before-
footage.
I've been.
Exactly.
I've been every
Tune
time
into
I go
the YouTube.
Yes. Sorry, Angel. Go.
Yeah, sorry.
Just YouTube, man. Yeah, go watch it, man. The videos be up soon. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, walking by the Krampus house, like, I've heard so many different pronunciations of Krampus. I've personally added a few myself, but I've heard Krampus.
What did I say in the group chat?
I've heard Crimbus. You had like a really bad like typing typo, and it was like it said Chromos or something.
Chromos.
Like, I was like,
Chroma, trying to bring Kranos from like God of War into it. That's funny. Honestly, it could be Krampus, it could be Krampus, or it could be Krampus. You know what I mean? It is a
or it could be Crimbus.
Krampus.
I will say, next to The Walking Dead, that's probably the worst house this year.
Krampus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
I
a
didn't.
letdown. It's a letdown.
It's
Yeah.
slow pace.
It is very slow. There's more elves, which I understand why, because in the movie, Krampus isn't scary.
No.
Like he's kind of funny looking, but the elves in the movie are kind of terrifying. So I think they've fixated more on the elves for a reason.
I think
Yeah.
Krampus was scarier when he was like jumping house to house.
Yes.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
And I'm glad they did that in the
Movie.
not in the movie, but in the haunted house. Like there's a scene where you're walking in the house and you see him on top of the roof. That was cool. You not see that?
No, I saw
Yeah,
it.
it's
It took
like
me a moment
hidden.
to rethink about it. I saw it.
Yeah, I've gone with quite a few people that don't even notice that the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
Krampus, and then like they just look up and they're like, "Oh my god,
Hold
I
on.
didn't notice that." Like,
Shout out to the lady who fell in front of us in the Krampus house. That poor lady.
I
had-
missed that.
You guys all
Yeah,
missed
what?
it. I only saw it. She fell. The lady,
Oh wait, was
she like I think she like there's a fire hydrant in one scene and she didn't see it and homegirl just fell.
Holy shit!
They
Is
had
that
to
when
escort her
when
out.
they stopped the line and then
Yeah,
they
because
went through
the
the
guy
exit
had
door.
to like he was like, "All right, ma'am, let's walk out through the exit door." He was like a Boy Scout taking
See,
her
I
out.
I
too.
was about to follow them in like it was like the continuation of the house, but like I still
Nope.
noticed it just said exit. I was like, something's not right here.
Nope, some lady fell.
We got
But
stopped.
I think my favorite house thus far. So, because I haven't finished all of them yet.
Right?
So far, I really, really enjoyed the Tomb of the Ancients.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's one of their and I always typically like Halloween Horror Nights is more creative houses, the things
Mhm.
they make up on their own, because they're not following such a strict guideline. Like when they do the major titles, they kind of have to follow, what's happening in the movies and whatnot. And
Yeah.
they add their own creative twist, but Tomb of the Ancients got me. It definitely scared the hell out of Austin, which was hilarious.
Dude, my favorite part in that house is the scene where you walk in and it's like a dark room and it's got hieroglyphics.
Oh,
and
that was
Yeah.
sick.
They're illuminated with like red, white, and blue and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, and if you are listening to this and you haven't been to Halloween Horror Nights, we're sorry if we're going to talk about it, but I mean, it's been going for about 2 months now, close to end of 2 months, and it's going to hit a little bit in November. But we are going to talk about like what we like about inside the houses. So if you're not about the spoilers of Halloween Horror Nights, definitely try to go and do it and then listen to us. Or if you're out of state and you don't have Halloween Horror Nights, well, be prepared to have some insight through our voices.
There you go.
There you go.
YouTube videos.
YouTube
And
videos.
Oh god, the videos are hilarious.
Yeah. But going back to like when Horror Hornets has the movies and then they have their creative
Exactly.
houses. What year was it that they had the Plague Doctor's house? Do you remember that? That was a couple years ago.
That was,
Mm.
I think that was 2009.
It had to be because I was still in
Well,
high school.
Luckily, I have a list pulled up.
I'm pretty
and
sure.
it looks like that 2009, which is Halloween Horror Nights 19, was ripped from the silver screen. It's Showtime, and the icon that year was the Usher. So it could have been that. I'm not-
Oh,
I
It
think-
was one of Halloween Horror
Right.
Nights' creative houses.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
And they all had
They were
what do you
like,
call those masks? They're like bird mask.
yeah. It's the Plague Doctor mask
Yeah,
thing.
this, like-
yeah.
Yeah, looks creepy.
It
Yeah.
was. It was a good house.
Yeah, I think I remember that house. That was
Mhm.
actually really good.
It's like a bubonic plague
Yes,
style
exactly.
atmosphere.
Yeah, if anyone knows the name of those houses, I mean, please hit us up
Yeah.
because it's so hard to find the old houses online
Mm-hmm.
unless we're just not searching hard
There's
enough.
quite a few forums and stuff, like different guides that have actual like photos of the houses and stuff. That you there should be like top 3 links on there, but
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Pull it up.
okay, I'm getting to work here.
But well, cool thing is, I actually like the scare zones this year too.
Yeah. Oh.
Because for once there wasn't a Walking Dead scare zone,
Yeah.
so I was kind of stoked about that. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I am a huge fan of The Walking Dead. Don't crucify me, but I am so tired of The Walking Dead being the major thing at Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
I get it. It's awesome. It's major. It's the
Well-
big thing on TV during the fall. But every year for how many years now?
They don't even do that with American Horror Story.
Well, they
This is the
just
first
did
year.
American Horror Story. This year is the first one they ever
What
done.
if that's a new thing?
Hopefully they start doing that over The Walking Dead. No
I
offense to The
just-
Walking Dead. I love the show, but it's just as for Halloween Horror Nights, man, like give us a break, man.
Exactly is my point. Just kind of maybe
Even going through the houses, I could see like old props from the other previous houses that were, like other from previous Walking Dead
Exactly.
houses.
I can see previous Mask.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was,
What was the year? Okay, what was the Resident? When was the year they had Resident Evil? That was 2 years ago, correct?
I
They
wasn't
had
there
the
for that one.
They had the Nemesis house. Remember that one?
yes.
That was the worst house I've ever been in because they had they
I
looked
like
like they
that
went to
scene.
party. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm gonna crush your dreams.
No, it's okay. I
They-
just like that scene because
they-
he's up on the top and he.
no,
looks like a
I thought it
goofball.
was cool, but it looked like they went to Party City and bought costumes.
It looks like a party.
sorry.
City, like a deluxe.
Universal Studios has the budget to buy real costumes, not the $59 Party City costume.
The Ultimate Edition fucking Nemesis costume.
Exactly.
And they gave him like a toy chain gun and
They
it would
did.
shoot air at you.
They
It was pretty
did.
cool. But he looked really derpy.
No, it was
Yeah.
derpy because of the costume. That's why. But the cool thing was that we kind of asked a couple of our friends, people that we associate with and at work and in our personal lives, like what they saw or more as what they thought was like their best year or their best house if they could actually remember or best host.
Mm.
Because this year Chance isn't.
It's not all there. I mean,
it's not.
The show is cool. Like it's a dance routine thing, and it's cool. But I kind of like, and Jack is the host. He does the like torture show.
But even with Jack has. But even when they did, when I went to the Sweet 16 one, when they had the storyteller, they had
Yeah.
Jack, they had the director, the usher. They had a really cool show for they were all included.
Mm.
Like we watched a little bit Wednesday night, and like I love dancing, but like also like there has to be some of a better
Yeah.
like it can't just be dancing. Like
I think they were trying to appeal to the youth generation, like the youth, like the masses a little bit.
I
They
guess.
were trying to.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're in our youth, but come on, man. I want to see people get. I want to see
Yeah, I'm
fake
not-
things get ripped apart.
I'm not trying to go to a club.
Exactly.
I came to Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
But from our Twitter, someone actually responded to this question. At Breakfast Wife, a zombie. She said that Saws and Steam was one of
Yeah.
her all-time faves, and she thinks it was when Lady Luck was hosting.
That
Halloween Horror Nights.
was 21.
Yeah, I think it was
Saws
Halloween
and
Horror Nights
Steams.
20.
Because no, they had back when they. I think they did 2 years of Saws and Steams because they did 1 year that was by the Jaws ride,
Yeah.
They did.
and that was the same year as Saw, so that would be 2009. The same year
Yeah.
that would be the bubonic plague one.
Yeah,
that
that's
we were
what.
just
Yeah,
talking
like
about
the
earlier.
Rapture bubonic
So
plague.
hands down, 2009 was probably
The
one
best.
of the best years.
Yeah, it was
for
probably one
Halloween
of the
Horror
best
Nights.
years.
I would say for me, it's definitely Sweet 16 or
Dude.
13.
Sweet 16 was great.
Yeah.
And I really love Sweet 16 because you got the individual houses for the
Mhm.
icons. Like you had the director's house, which was awesome. Then you had Jack's house and the storyteller house. Like I really love Sweet 16.
Yeah.
that was a good opener to.
Wasn't that
Halloween
the
Horror
same
Nights.
year they also had the Freddy house and
No,
No.
That was the
that
next
was,
year,
That was the following.
that was the following year?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
which was like, if I had to like think about like she posted her all-time favorite. My all-time favorite was that Freddy standalone.
Oh
house.
yeah.
It had to me the best scares because Freddy Krueger was literally everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of what they did in the Halloween house this year, where Michael Myers was everywhere.
Yeah.
It's cool because you get all those scares, and it was also very dark
Mm-hmm.
in that house. And I kind of feel like some of the houses now are kind of getting brighter a little
Yeah.
bit,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like I understand why it's a liability issue, but like fuck, man, I want to be in the dark. Like
Mhm.
I want to be scared. To someone who doesn't really get scared in haunted houses.
Yeah, dim the lights a little bit, but don't make it so where people can trip over stuff. In the
Exactly.
house. It's
Shout
not
out to that lady.
hard.
I'm telling you, man. She took it down. She fell down hard.
She had to be escorted.
She,
I almost followed.
I'm
them.
sorry. I'm sorry for laughing, but that was just really, that was a great time.
So any favorite house?
Favorite house. Mine would
Yours is
be
the Tomb
the Freddy Krueger. What were you talking about?
This
This year?
year,
Or
yes.
This year? Yeah. So far, Tombs of the Ancients. I
Okay.
really enjoyed that one. How about you?
Mine is I have in between Halloween and Texas Chainsaw.
Okay.
Halloween because it's you had to say something?
No, I picked Texas Chainsaw, so you can go with Halloween.
All right, I'll go with Halloween. Halloween because it's Halloween 2 and it just tells us like scene by scene how that movie plays out, and it's really well.
Yeah.
Depicted.
Yeah, for sure.
I will
And,
say
and-
that.
Michael's is like fucking scary in this one.
Yeah,
He
dude. He
is.
just. Yeah.
Especially
more
when
aggressive.
he's bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
like
one was
the
cool.
mask.
I like my favorite part of the house was the when you look. Were you in the basement or in the attic when the house is on fire? I don't know where.
Oh, it's the
kinda where-
hospital.
Was it the hospital?
Yeah, it was like a transition after.
Oh,
that.
that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. The hospital catches fire.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
That reminded
that
me.
part of the house.
Yeah, that reminded me a lot of the end of Halloween Resurrection with Busta Rhymes.
yeah.
Shut up.
No, don't talk about it. But yeah, I understand what you're talking about.
Like the Michael Myers because he was like
two of us.
he was.
Yeah.
There can't be two of us. Motherfucker.
That shit was so
That was
fucking
great.
dumb.
That was the best part of that fucking movie. What about you, Angel? You said Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
But
Because
why?
that house smelled like
Shit.
the movie would smell. It smelled
Yeah.
like cat piss and armpits.
Yep.
Yeah, if you haven't gone to Halloween Horror Nights and you're planning on going and you do the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house, be prepared because they have sit foam cannons in there, and yeah, if when you watch the movie, it's exactly what you think the house would smell like.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of the house?
What, dude? The staircase when he comes out the same steel door where he whacks the guy.
Love it.
That I love that. Mine.
Because the strobe light kicks on, the steel door flings open. He comes
Yeah.
running in the suit and the makeup.
Yeah,
He's
that
like,
was really cool. That's my favorite part is when you go into that room and it's the camera flashes and
Yeah.
then it's that noise because that's like whenever I watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like the remake from, God, was it
2003?
2003? Yeah, I want to say 2003, but fact
You know
check
what
it.
was really scary was when, like, I think you're upstairs in the house. You're upstairs, but
Yeah,
and you look down the hallway and you see the grandpa in the chair.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like there's like that open room with the light, and then I think he comes out and scares you. He didn't scare me when I walked by it, but
Yeah.
I felt like there was one of them in that part, and that was scary because like that's always been a weird fear of mine.
yeah. No, that movie just terrifies me because the thing about Texas Chainsaw Massacre is because it's real. Like, it's like a real thing. Like
yeah.
you can just be in the backwoods of Texas and some dude with the chainsaw could cut you in two.
Especially in the 1970s atmosphere.
You're gonna be so excited for the Exorcist house
Yeah.
because if it wasn't for those two houses, Exorcist would definitely be on my top list too. It's every iconic scene in that movie in a house.
The face is really.
There's a
creepy.
part in the house where it kind of smells like puke too, which is kind of cool.
No, that's cool. And it is 2003 for Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Hell yes.
Good job.
Thank
but no,
you.
I am super stoked for The Exorcist because that actually is one of my favorite
Mhm.
like demonic possession movies. Just because of like the history behind the movie, how many like the people that have died randomly,
Yeah.
like the things that happened on set, like the whole entire set burned down after filming, like
The printer that printed 666.
oh my Lanta
repeatedly.
sign of the devil. That's why. But
There's some other yeah.
But did you get anyone's like input from outside our circle?
Working today, I talked to a fair amount of people that seemed like they were into, like they live here, and
yeah,
because when I do caricatures, I ask questions like, "Hey, where
Yeah.
you from?" Whatever, and I asked them like, "Hey, did you go to Halloween Horror Nights?" And they're like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Have you been before?" Some were like new to it, and they're
Yeah.
like, well, of course, this year would be their favorite year because it's the only year they've been.
exactly.
But a couple more than likely, most people were like, "Yeah, Sweet 16."
So, dude, Sweet 16 was a badass year.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Who's you guys' favorite host? Like
From-
out of all the the laundry list of all hosts,
The director.
the director.
Yeah, this is the director.
Actually, like my second favorite would be if I couldn't pick the director, it would be the caretaker.
Damn
Ooh,
it! I was gonna say
I
the
like the
character.
yeah.
That's what I liked about last year is because they
Mhm.
brought those characters back in that little scare zone,
yeah.
and they had like each had their own little show. So you had the caretaker who had his little guy, he was cutting them open, and then
Yeah.
the director had his little real thing, and the usher had his little area. I
The
love
booth where he beats the crap out of that guy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's so cool.
Like I love that they bring that stuff back because we've gotten Jack 2 years in a row, and now we have Chance, which
Yeah.
unfortunately I really wish they would have done more with Chance.
Well, I think they were trying to go because Harley Quinn's the big
Yeah,
thing right now, so they're like
exactly.
trying to cash in on that,
yeah,
which is whatever. Like,
it's fine.
but there was more potential for
exactly.
Chance.
Even her little like entrance scare zone thing was just
I like it.
it
It's
was
cool.
It was
There's
more,
a cool part where they do Ring Around Rosie, and then at the end of the song they spatter out and start chasing
Oh,
people.
see, and I need to see that happen.
Yeah. So there's a lot of interaction with the actual like actors that are doing the scare
Yeah.
zones. Good segue. This year's scare zones.
Yes,
We got a favorite one.
What's your favorite, guys?
Ooh, the one next to what's it called?
Disaster.
Yeah,
This
Oh,
The
I don't know what
underwater.
yeah, it's I don't know what it's called, but it's like the nautical scare zone.
Yeah.
It's like
So
Oh, yeah,
fucking cool.
yeah, it's
so
back where
cool.
Jaws
It's
used to be.
nice and dark. Smoke all over, and it's like there's flashes of lights. That's like because it's thundering or lightning.
oh yeah, and the lightning.
It's
Really
so
loud,
fucking cool.
too.
Yeah, no, that was really cool.
The
Like that-
costumes are well designed, well fucking.
Yeah,
put
because
on.
they contrast the eyes of the characters, so it makes it a lot more terrifying. And
Yeah.
they have the guys with the I always forget what that scuba diving suit is called.
So, it's called Dead Man's Wharf. WARF.
That's dope.
WHARF. Sorry. And just a little background because I just pulled it up. When a fishing vessel named Annabelle Lee, shout out to Poe, never returned to the harbor and was lost forever, the wharf was lost uninhabited as a memorial to her. Now, a strange fog has rolled into the village, and the long-lost fishermen's spirits seek to punish the town that left them.
Nice.
Now you know what
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, you know what's awesome is that scare zone is something out of like a Scooby Doo episode.
Yep.
It really
It's
is.
so great.
Zoinks!
Like a
Zoinks.
PG-13 Scooby
I
Doo.
lost my glasses.
Maybe a rated R.
My glasses are lost. Oh no.
Jinkies.
I think so far mine is like the Reggie. Sorry guys. Mine would probably.
Scott.
Oh God. Mine would have to be the like the Mad Max Into the World of Population.
That's really cool.
That one was really cool, just because it has that feel of Mad Max.
Oh
to
yeah,
it.
and again, the designers to design the
Mhm.
costumes were really good this year.
Yeah. Even the one we walked through like 1,000 times between the stage and going back to Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh.
It's called the Banshees Lair.
Mm-hmm.
That was really cool too. I like that
They
one.
kind of always every year has like the same gimmicks. Like they always put like the trees and then the doll people, but it's always
a good-
exciting to
it's
go
always
through it.
dark.
You know,
That's
I'm
why.
Yes,
surprised.
I love it.
I'm surprised there's no like low branches and like somebody like hits their head like walking
Yeah,
on
that-
those stilts. I mean, they probably pre-chopped them down before
Yeah.
Halloween Horror Nights, but I mean, I could see that happening.
Yeah, but
Oh, and
so
the chainsaw scare zones are always the best
yeah,
every year.
because everyone's always scared of chainsaws. But a good, moving on forward is, what would you like? Think of three movies that you love.
Mhm.
All right, since Halloween Horror Nights always picks iconic movies to do houses for every year, they're never gonna stop doing that. What are three houses that you would like to see come to Halloween Horror Nights in the future? Since Austin isn't here because he's out in Ocala, he had a emergency with the family. We're taking over his dope ass question.
There we go.
So the dope ass question of the day is, three movies. What would you like to see as them as houses? I just stumbled all over my words. I'm sorry.
Want me to go first?
Yeah, go first.
All right. I would love to see a It Follows house.
That would be really cool.
That would be because
Spooky.
it wouldn't be the same monster each time you saw it either.
Yeah, I was.
It
Oh,
would
they
be
could have a
different.
lot of fun with that.
Oh,
too.
yeah,
they,
for sure.
They would go wild with the
Mhm.
follows. That would be really sweet to see.
A cool way of starting that is like you know how most houses start off like you're outside and then you go
Mhm.
inside somewhere. Have it to where there's the cars parked
Mm-hmm.
and you see the door open and like it looked like someone was dragged out, and then you go into like this abandoned house,
You see a little girl with a soccer ball.
and then you just see her like
Yeah, you just
the fucking girl with the soccer ball.
That's
yeah.
an inside
Hey,
joke.
you guys see that girl?
You guys see that girl with a soccer ball? What are you talking about?
oh, Jesus.
But you see her in the chair and she's like,
yeah,
and then you see something walking towards her, and it's like that. That's a good way to start that like house.
yeah,
And you could just do iconic scenes, and
yeah. No, that would be a really
a
trippy
cool
house.
one would be in the fucking pool. In
Yeah,
the
that would
school.
be really
That
cool.
would be fucking cool. My next one is Stranger Things.
Oh, that would be fun.
You
I'd
can
like-
do so many
Oh yeah,
like rooms for that.
dude. The
One
upside down would
particularly
be fucking sick.
what's her face's room with the alphabet with the lights.
Oh yeah, Winona Ryder's the
Yeah, yeah.
mom. Her
That
lights
room.
in the
I could
alphabet.
picture Universal doing that too.
Oh, for
yeah,
sure.
no, it's Stranger Things. Has got
And then
such
you
a
just see
huge
the creature
hype
come
and
at
then
you.
they have one of the trap doors like they have in Halloween to where they can come out of the walls and
Yeah.
set them open. They could do one of those.
Or
Yeah.
you look in the hallway and he's coming after you, but he's on fire.
That too, or a cool wall effect where like the wall
Mhm.
actually comes at you.
Ooh,
That would be cool.
Whoa, yeah.
That would be.
Damn, why don't we
Why-
work for
why-
Halloween?
why-
Let's
did
start
they
our
hire
own
us?
Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
And my last one is The Strangers. Now,
Oh, you took mine.
Oh, that
okay, I
sucks.
gotta think.
The Strangers. So, The Strangers had a little bit of a preview in one of the houses a couple years ago, where it was like a preview house where they had like different scenes from movies. Like they had Shaun the Dead. I'm drawing a blank.
Army of
Yeah, I don't remember
Darkness.
this.
Army of Darkness.
Did they had an Army of Darkness?
Yeah, they had
preview?
an Army of Darkness scene.
Well,
What?
Yeah.
remember
Phantom of the
this.
Opera. I remember that one. And another one was The Strangers.
Oh wow.
And
remember
it
this.
was a really fucking cool like little preview, and I was like, since then I was like, I want a Stranger's house in Halloween Horror Nights for
Yeah,
sure.
no, dude, that'd be terrifying.
Also, Shaun the Dead, fuck yeah.
That'd be
That
that'd
would be
really
hilarious.
funny. Or make it a show.
Replace, fuck it, replace
Bill
Walking
and-
Dead every year. Just give me Shaun the Dead.
And then throw in some Hot Fuzz too. Just Shaun of the
Yeah.
Dead mixed with Hot Fuzz. That'd be hilarious.
And Fred.
Those would be really cool. I would love to see that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that'd be. I'd look. I think the one I look forward the most out of those three would probably be The Strangers,
Mm-hmm.
because The Strangers is just fucking terrifying.
Hit it while it's hot.
But, you know, quick little segue here before I start talking about my three I thought about. Just a reminder for you, the listeners of the Horror Junkies podcast, Audible is offering a free audiobook download with a free 30-day trial to give you the opportunity to check out their service. Personally, this week on Horror Junkies, we recommend Bruce Campbell's biography,
If Chins Can Kill.
If Chins Could Kill. It's written by Bruce Campbell and narrated by Bruce Campbell on audible.com.
It's the best thing ever. I'm reading it I'm listening to it right now.
Yeah.
And it's just, I'm getting really into Bruce Campbell as a person.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I fucking love him.
I want him to be my dad.
Don't we all?
I want your dad to hear that. He's watching the game.
Hey, man. Chill. Hey, but yeah, so definitely check out that book. And again, to download...
top of the TV.
What did you say?
And to download your free audiobook, all you have to do is go to audibletrial.com/Horror Junkies podcast. Again, just so you get it down, that's audibletrial.com/Horror Junkies podcast for your free audiobook. Now, for my three. The first one, no surprise here. I would love to see an original Evil Dead house.
Yes.
I think that would be the best thing that could happen to Halloween Horror Nights.
Like, they should do that for Ash versus Evil Dead. If it gets, if it blows up next year,
yeah,
which it will, it's going that direction.
They already
should do that.
They're already canon for season 2.
Because I mean, we all know that there was an Evil Dead house, and I wanted, it was in Hollywood. We didn't get one in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if they did an Evil Dead, like, original, just the cult classic.
Wait, did California do the original Evil Dead?
No, they did the Evil Dead versus the Evil Dead
remake.
The new, yeah, because Orlando got that house too.
Did we?
They got it 1 year. They got it. I think it was 2013.
The year the movie came out.
Did we actually get a Halloween? Because I don't remember us getting the Evil Dead house.
Because I remember
if we
not
did, then
living
I'm just mistaken.
I remember because that crazy girl with the nail gun comes out in the basement scene, and she starts shooting you with
that's
hair.
freaking right. My bad. Stand corrected. But still, I want an original Evil Dead. I think another one that would just be really fucking cool to do, and the people who create the house can go wild with, would be the Blair Witch. Like the Blair Witch Project, the original.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that would be scary. Like,
do you show the witch though?
They should have one scene,
maybe,
or just it's strict noises. So like, what house? I think it was Tomb, when you walk through the hallway, and they start banging on the floor.
Yeah,
do something like that.
That would be cool.
I think I have a great idea. There's a really dark room you walk into in that house, and a light flashes on, and you look above you, and there's just giant nostrils, and you get drenched.
If that's not,
I fucking love it. Yes,
that needs to be in the house. And my last one,
I did not know you were going with that.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Yeah, that was a good plot twist, Angel. He just M. Night Shyamalan the fuck out of us. And my last one that I'd like to see, just because we were gonna get it last year, but they fucked up, would be an actual Scream house.
Oh yeah. Now, are we talking new TV series or movie?
Any, honestly. I like both. I mean, I'm really into the Scream TV series right now. For those of you who have not watched it, Pat and I have watched it religiously, and we just finished season 2. I think he's finished the hour special. I have not. So definitely check
2
out...
2-hour special.
2-hour special? Sorry, 2-hour special. Definitely check out Scream the TV series on MTV, because it's all that you will love about Scream.
Yep.
In an MTV show. But I think, like, if they even if they did that, like, just Scream 1 through 4, like, just having someone run around in ghost face mask would just be, that'd make me laugh.
In like the Sydney's like old house too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, they can get away with that too, because there's so many different ghost faces in that series.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, so that'd be cool. Ghostface, that costume in general is just terrifying.
Yeah, no, yeah. But Angel, you're left, man. What are your 3?
My top 3, well, since Patrick took the Strangers from me, my top 3, the first one is gonna be The Conjuring.
Didn't they already do The Conjuring?
No, they've only done Insidious.
Yeah,
The Conjuring would be sweet.
That
Which
would be
one?
sick.
Conjuring 1 or 2, or a
Well,
mixture of
both of
both?
Both, of course.
They
Because
have
they
to
could
have-
do Valek and they could do.
have to have Valak.
Yeah.
And they could do the
Because
Annabelle doll
terrifying.
thrower in there.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like that.
Yeah. I mean,
I would love that.
pretty scary house, too. There's a lot of crazy sound effects in that movie, too.
Yeah, and plus
so.
they're all like real case files, so they can literally play the real case files within the house.
Oh, yeah. Especially in, like, add, like, some reverb or
Mhm.
something. Add some ambience. I had to scatter to think for another movie, so second movie I picked Cloverfield.
Okay.
Now, I mean,
That'd be hard.
It'd be kind of hard, but I was kind of picturing the scene from the Resident Evil.
I'm loving you today.
For those of you, really, I
Yes.
love you every day, Patrick. So,
I love feet.
I love lamp.
I love.
I love booby lamp. Anyway,
So are you? Ooh, that could be cool.
yeah, because I
No,
was
No,
thinking,
if you do 10 Cloverfield Lane,
Yeah,
the
that
newest one.
That would.
yeah, you can throw it in there.
Dude,
too.
no, like.
But I was
Yo,
picturing.
let's stop being floor based. Let's start going underground.
Yeah, we could get to subways.
We can't do that in Florida.
I know.
Well, subways.
We'll drown.
They can use some kind of set design from Raccoon City when they did in Resident Evil, and
Right.
like throw like a big like prosthetic Cloverfield monster.
Oh,
that,
for
like,
sure.
moves.
Yeah.
You know what I
No,
mean?
I-
Just for that scene, and then have
Yeah.
Marines wandering around like yelling
Yeah.
at you. or
No, I
something.
actually think a Cloverfield house would be pretty sweet. That'd
Yeah. And then they had like puppets of like the little like spider things.
Yeah,
be. Yeah.
And like infected people or something like that.
That
I
would
thought that'd
be really.
cool.
That would be
I mean,
really cool.
Yeah. And now third movie, and I know they've done this before, but I haven't seen one in a while, and I really want them to like do another house. Is all the classic horror icons: Dracula,
Mhm.
Wolfman, Frankenstein.
I would
all
love
of them.
that again.
And especially because I enjoyed. I think it was a year or two. Actually, it was 2-3 years ago. But they did the classic horror icons, and they threw the black and white touch behind it,
Yep.
so they had the black lights.
Like the whole set was black and white.
Yeah,
I
and
remember
it was
that.
black and white, and they kind of like it was there was no color. It was just straight black and white, and there was
Mhm.
lightning flashes, and it would like illuminate the actors' like costume, and then they would pop out of the actual setting itself. But that house was pretty terrifying, especially the Dracula scene. It was
You know what
great.
house I would love to bring back?
What?
So I think it was like my third year going or fourth. It could have been whatever. They did John Carpenter's The Thing, and I love that
was
house.
a really good
Yeah.
house.
That was a really good house. And
Did they do
get
the?
out of my head?
Did
Sorry,
they? Did they do the original, or did they do?
They
the
did John
newer-
They
Carpenter's
did
The
John
Thing.
Carpenter's.
What year was that?
That was
1980.
No, I'm talking about for Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh.
Are you talking about for future? Like you want to see that?
I wanted if Universal was like,
Ooh.
"Hey Patrick, what house would you like back?" I would say, the John Carpenter's The Thing.
John Carpenter's The Thing, please.
Yeah. Just because you said that, I'm gonna go home and watch it later.
Good.
Nice.
It's a good one. It's a great one.
Speaking of, since you brought up past like Universal Horror monsters,
Right? They have the rights for them. Why not?
exactly. You know, in the past, you know, Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights has done the houses like the attraction on, you know, Islands of Adventure, and I think that would be cool if they brought that back. I think adding it to Islands of Adventure and expanding would not only kind of maybe diminish the wait times. Like if you don't get an express pass, like you're not gonna do every house.
Yeah.
Like it's just a given fact. Like I think before we left Wednesday night, we were gonna do American Horror Story, and we had our express pass, but you know we have to wait a little bit for our pass,
Yeah, if that tells you anything, we had an express pass,
and we did 4 houses.
and we only got to do 4 houses.
It's a little crazy when the times reach 120 minutes. So, you know, you're waiting 2 hours to go into a house. You're in there for about 5 to 8 minutes, if that.
Especially with Islands of Adventure, all their rides open too. That would like
No, you know, I'm not saying you don't have to run every ride. I just
No.
think like if you have, even if it was like duplicate of like the major houses, and then each island and Universal have their own separate creative houses that they created on their own, it would, I think, you know, it would just reduce wait time so people can actually go to all the houses. Because if you don't do all the houses, you're not gonna have a great time.
Yeah.
yeah. And you know
But
what I
the-
like about Island? I don't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
No, go
Patrick. But
You bastard.
is yeah, my best.
Okay,
But
go.
what I like is about when it was over at IOA, and this is what I remember for when I was a kid, because I knew they only had it for like a few years.
I think it was like 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, it was like 1 or 2 years. But I remember
The clown
the
parade.
layouts for the houses at IOA were a lot scarier than the ones for Universal.
Mhm.
I would imagine. Well, the thing is like I don't know which house it was this year, but they had like on the wall they were projecting old like video feeds from their original houses, like
Yeah.
from back in the day when they were like Fear Night, and then it became Halloween Horror Nights and all this. And I feel like back then they went hardcore.
Oh,
Back
yeah.
in my day.
It was new.
My dig.
It was new, and I believe they could bump into you and get away with it.
That hey,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm into that. If I'm signing for it and I know that I'm getting into something that's like, hey, you may be touched, I'm game. Because like I said earlier, like I typically don't get scared in these houses. I just love going to Halloween Horror Nights because Halloween's my favorite. time
And
of
what
the
they
year.
used to do, when I remember, I would see like, if there was a pregnant woman there, she would have like a little gown that says "Do not touch
Exactly.
with child" or something.
Yeah.
Like even if you're not pregnant, like if you don't want to be touched, just wear that gown. I
Exactly.
guess. But
Or,
whatever.
I mean, yeah. To each.
I'm
its
just
own.
taking what I can get for Halloween Horror Nights at this point.
Not to bring in like a different like separate from that, but Screamageddon's only an hour away from us.
Yeah.
And they have like 6 attractions, and 2 of them you have the option to mark yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and pretty much means that you may be grabbed, you may be thrown into like a dark cell that they have hidden, or they may hold you back from your group and make you do the rest of your house alone. Like, dude, that's awesome. I'm about that life, and it doesn't cost extra.
I wish Halloween Horror Nights would do that.
Dude,
But-
I could picture like Patrick getting lost like behind one of the bookcases, the rotating ones. Like he pulls the front book.
He's gone.
Yeah, Patrick.
And all we do is we turn around and go, Nosferatu.
Dude, I would take off.
Yo, speaking of Nosferatu, if they did a Nosferatu house, that would be sweet.
I would be
he's
about
so
it.
Scary.
I'd be about it.
But back to what you were saying when they want like have both parks open.
Yeah.
Use Harry Potter's train to have that leeway.
Exactly.
Yeah, for real. And then like, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, make it a different pass if you have to. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I'll pay a little bit more to go do 2 parks. And also, Japan, they're using their Harry Potter world as a scare zone. They have Dementors. They have Death Eaters.
You could use
They-
even
like,
the train could be a ride
Why,
to get
like,
to the other
you
side.
own the rights to that. Why would you not use that to your advantage?
And you could like,
Have Death Eaters walk in the streets. Have Voldemort
Yeah.
out there cursing people. Like, that would be awesome.
have like characters on the rides, like in the scene somewhere. Because
I don't
I've
know if
seen
they-
that before.
Really? Because that,
Yeah.
I don't know if that'd be pretty hard. I'd be
Because
terrified
because
if I was
I mean,
scare acting
back in the day, they used to do it at Universal, and they would throw like Jack in the middle of the Terminator show.
What?
Like, yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
like he would just appear in the crowd and just start laughing maniacally.
Have any of you two done the Monster Horror Show that's at Universal Studios?
Yeah.
yes, I
Dude,
love
it's
that.
so awesome. I
So
love
cool.
that show. Keep that. That never leaves.
Also,
Universal, okay?
bring back Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What the fuck?
Bring back the monsters.
No, dude, no. Like, Rocky Horror Picture Show is iconic.
And it was fun to see it every
Iconic.
year at Halloween Horror Nights.
Exactly.
It-
it's so
and
much
not
fun.
going to go see the Bill and Ted show.
The Bill and Ted
Sorry.
Show is
This
overrated.
year this
It's
year's
not
was
funny.
not funny.
It's
Last
just-
year was hilarious, but
Bring
this
back
year-
the phone booth. They put the freaking Netflix, the Red Box machine
Oh, yeah.
for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
Red Box and chill.
Yeah, that's
Vote
Dumb.
for Hillary.
but no, but I don't know. It's just like I love Halloween Horror Nights. It's progressing. We're seeing
Yeah.
that they're getting better and better every year, and I'm looking forward to next year's Halloween Horror Nights as forward many
And-
things.
Any predictions of who's going to be the hosts next year?
I feel like they're gonna bring Jack back. They're setting it up like it's gonna be like
Jack is back
no,
once again.
It's gonna be like
and again.
this is it. This is gonna be it. It's gonna be Halloween Horror Nights 27. Jack is back, and he's gonna have like Chance's head on a fucking spike or something. That would be fucking raw.
What if it was Rob Schneider?
Rob Schneider in
Rob Schneider is
the
What-
animal.
What if they did a Rob Zombie, like full theme,
Like they
three
did
of
all-
his movies?
Well, they've done House of a Thousand Corpses before.
Yeah, but what if they did a Rob Zombie like whole full theme
That'd be dirty.
Halloween Horror Nights?
They would have to play a bunch of new metal.
Yeah,
They would have to
Well,
play
they
Rob
do that
Zombie
anyways.
all day.
Yeah. But they would have to play
No,
better
I'd be
choices.
into that. I'd be stoked.
Me too.
for sure.
Um,
A 31 house. What?
You know what would be cool?
31.
You know what would be really cool if like Universal did like something special one year and had it so where like Korn or like Marilyn Manson could like
Perform?
make their that or like make their own house. Like
I'd be
have the chance of
scared to go into
creating-
Marilyn Manson's haunted house.
Yeah,
I feel like
that
he'd
would be
be-
so cool if
He'd
they,
make something crazy.
Yeah,
But yeah, I feel like we got a good grasp on everything we talked about. We're
Yeah.
definitely going back next Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
We've been recording every time we go, so we're trying to make a huge compilation video that Angel's going to work on. So keep updated for that. We'll definitely keep you updated. Just takes a little while making videos, got to get the editing done and making it seamless.
Mhm.
But again, if you have any of your favorite haunted houses that you can remember from Halloween Horror Nights, or maybe if you're listening and you're not from the Central Florida area and you didn't get to go to Halloween Horror Nights, but maybe there's a haunted attraction near you. I don't know about you two, but I'm all about privately ran like attractions that people start up themselves. They're usually really good.
For sure.
Yep. And
Yeah.
it's usually
So
community.
if you know anything, hit us up because we'll definitely go do them. Because I'm gonna go do Catharsis that just opened up in Orlando, and I'm thinking about doing Screamageddon this week.
Ooh.
So
I
if you
kind
guys
of
wanna
want to do
join-
Screamageddon. Can
Yeah,
you
me
do
too.
it next week though? Because
If it's open.
I'll get paid.
Well, rest in peace, Angel. But like I said, hit us up on our Twitter, Instagram, email. Go to www.horrorjunkiespodcast.com if you want to contact us. Hit us that feedback. But for that makes this episode done. It's dead. It's gonna get buried
In the graveyard
in
of
the graveyard.
of the Horror Junkies
Bada bing.
graveyard.
Bada bing. It's a wrap. Again, I'm Mike,
Pat.
Angel.
and we have been the Horror Junkies. Stay tuned to next week, and remember to always stay.
Weird.
Thank you for not doing the weird thing.